Alright, now I'm going to move on to part 2 of the Wii collection. Next game up is Blazing Angels Squadrons of World War II. Blazing Angels game. This is the first Blazing Angel game I've played. And it was alright. Decent flying game. Made by Ubisoft. Ubisoft made some alright games. I mean, they made, I don't know. This game is just generic. I mean, it's just bland. It's fun for a few parts. The shooting, flying in the planes is a lot of fun, but they sound like freaking model planes when they take off. It's like, it sounds freaking retarded. It's like, that's not what a plane sounds like. It sounds like, I don't know what I said. Like, I can't make the sound effect. I am horrible at sound effects because it's just, I don't know. Well, not horrible, but like not good. But anyway, you can do all the aircraft. Combat in this game is pretty fun, actually. I love the way you can follow your enemy. You just hold the A button, and then the camera pans around and sees your enemy. So if like someone's behind you, it's really easy. Just press the A button and see who's behind you, and then try to get them off of you and flank them and shoot them. It's a pretty cool thing. The controls. A lot of people say, well, how are the controls, though? Because if it's a flying game, it should be using, like, motion controls, right? You may think that, but there's actually not a whole lot of motion controls involved in this game. God. I don't know, I got, like, something there. But the controls there don't really serve a purpose as motion controls. You can play as traditional-wise, which I prefer. I don't use motion control for flying. For one reason. The nunchuck is too sensitive. Every time I duck the nunchuck down, I dive all the way down near the, well, that's not too sensitive, but, you know, it just doesn't feel natural, not natural motion. And the graphics in this don't really look their best, but they don't look too bad, though. I mean, it's just an alright flying game, really. What more can I say about that? Next game up is Super Paper Mario. And I have never played any of the Paper Mario series. I've only heard of 1,000 Year Door. That's the only game I've heard of. And that was at GameStop when I watched when I watched someone play it. I had no idea what this game was. And I'm like, okay, Paper Mario. I mean, it sounds interesting. So I played it for a while. I played this version. And from what I hear, people have been bashing it, saying it's a real-time RPG and not turn-based, which is what the Paper Mario series is most famous for. Honestly, I don't agree. I can't agree that much either. I mean, I can't tell you that it's like the greatest Paper Mario. No, it's worse than the Paper Mario series, but it's still a good platformer RPG adventure game. Platforming because you jump over stuff and you jump on enemies and get to the end of the level. Platforming. Then the RPG elements because you can carry items and then you can earn XP by jumping on enemies. RPG. Adventure because you go into many different worlds. I love the mixture of gameplay in this. I mean, I really do. The adding of 3D in this really gave this game some reason to play it. If it was just this old platformer, no one would really notice. Nobody will really be mind blown by it. This, flipping into 3D, that was a really interesting concept on paper. On execution, though, it doesn't work as well as it should. Staying in 3D is pretty bad, actually. I mean, there is no depth to it at all. It's just barren and flat. I mean, it's not really so-called 3D. It looks like it, but it's not really 3D. It tries to, but it doesn't really look as 3D as it is. And I'm sorry I put the quotes in there because it's barely 3D. But that's all I really got to say about this Mario game. Haven't beaten it though. Definitely want to beat it someday. I'm close to beating Mr. Black. Count Black. Which is probably the most weirdest name for a villain I've ever seen. I mean, Count Black? Ugh. That just sounds so strange. The Conduit. The greatest shooter, well, not the greatest shooter, but the greatest shooter I played before GoldenEye. I mean, this game here was absolutely a blast to play. The single-player campaign Very short, but it's still a lot of fun. But one thing I really, really hated about this, though, is just the lack of design and the art style, and just the gameplay got monotonous at times. I mean, shooting the same enemy over and over and over again gets old to the 50th time. Then you have mini boss battles. There was no boss battles in this game. Not a single one. The only kind of... And what really pissed me off, though, was the ending. I hated the ending. I just want to... I'll give you guys the ending. If you guys want to know what the ending is, just skip this video. Skip to the point where I'm going to give away a spoiler, so please skip to the point where I'm done with the spoiler. But in the end, though, you are in Adam's laboratory. You go through the conduit. You're going straight to Adam's lair. And when you go to the lair, you see all these multiple conduits and these big, like, flasks, like containers full of scarabs. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, when you play the game, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But there's scarabs in these things. And this hallway right here and everything like that. When you kill all the enemies in the conduits, you have to get one conduit open before the base explodes. And in order to do that, you have to hack into the containers to let more power out to make one conduit open. And since the base was blowing up, you are on a set time limit too. So, you know, there's that stuff like that. But anyway, what happens later on is Ford goes into the portal, and guess what happens? Adams and another alien are talking. Now, I have to admit, that was a great twist, though. I mean, I really like that twist, though. But seriously, could you have at least had a boss battle with Adams? I mean, seriously. Stupid. Stupidest thing on the planet. That's Conduit for you. I mean, pretty good shooter. I'm checking the time. 7 minutes. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the rain. I don't know. My brother's asleep downstairs. Call of Duty World at War. Do I really have to explain this? The greatest World War II shooter I have ever played. Medal of Honor does not trump Call of Duty. I mean, it just can't. Call of Duty is more intense. Medal of Honor is more traditional. That's all I really got to say about that. And I'll do a video on Medal of Honor versus Call of Duty and which one may be the better series. But we'll debate that too. That's what I really want to do. Because they're two of the most famous, shooting genres. Series. My bad. I had to get the right word out. Super Mario Galaxy with a very just cheap GameStop cover. Really cheap. I mean, it's something you could take into Microsoft Photoshop and do this. I mean, seriously. I could make a better cover than this. But this game here, not better than Mario Galaxy 2, but it's still the best Wii game that you will ever get on that platform. I mean, 3D platforming is like, the gameplay is beautiful, the graphics are gorgeous for a Wii game, and they look really good. The art style is very colorful, and it's a blast of colors and beautiful environments and beautiful levels. I mean, if you guys played this, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, and the level design just really got me off guard. I mean, I love the level designs in this game because there's a variety of level designs that it was so interesting. Tony Hawk Ride. Okay, on paper, this sounded like a great idea. Motion control skateboarding sounds freaking cool, right? You can ride on your own skateboard, you can do your own tricks and everything like that. Sounds like a fun game. But guess what? It turned out to be the grand motherload of shit. This game is horrible. Absolutely horrible. This game is just the worst Tony Hawk game I've ever played in my entire freaking life. I mean, the so-called skateboard, I'm putting it in quotes, skateboard, barely even functions. I love the hardware design of the skateboard though, But if it doesn't work for the game, it's pretty much a shitty skateboard with a crappy game. And the game itself is awful. Absolutely awful. I have never played a game where the jumping controls, I never even got past the training sessions in this game. Never got past them. If you're going to make a Tony Hawk game, at least make it good. But people are saying, wow, but the graphics look nice. The graphics look nice. So, does graphics really matter at gameplay? No, it does not. If the graphics look good, but the game plays like an absolute piece of shit, then it's an awful game. That's simple. But I hate this game. This game is awful. It pisses me off when I look at this game. It's so stupid. So stupid. I mean, the smart sensors. Oh yeah, the smart sensors. More like the freaking dumb sensors. They can't sense. They could probably sense. I don't know what they would sense. It's so stupid. Let me check the time I got here. 10 minutes. Oh, about to hit 11 minutes actually. Alright, let me finish this up. Nerf N-Strike. A Nerf game. What can I say about a Nerf game? About shooting darts at robots and everything like that. It's a decent Nerf game. Don't have much to say about that. Donkey Kong Country Returns. The greatest 3D, well, 2.5D platformer I have ever played. I really underestimated this game to the fullest extent because I loved Donkey Kong Country. And when Country Returns came out, I'm like, you know, it's a good idea. They're bringing back Donkey Kong. I was so excited to get it. I'm like, oh, sorry, it's on my eyebrow. But I was so excited to play this game. I mean, I swear, it was so much fun. And it's in the same side-scrolling gameplay as the old games were. It's just awesome. It really is. And I love the idea of playing in the environment, too. And the level designs, too. Retro Studios, just keep making these games. Keep making them. You are going to keep the Wii settled for life. You guys are the best studio I've ever seen. Retro Studios, oh my god. They're the greatest. I don't know, they're first party or third party, I don't know. But whatever the case is, still, it's awesome. GoldenEye 007, the greatest shooter I have ever played on a system to date. This game here is awesome. Absolutely amazing. I mean, GoldenEye is obviously the greatest shooter ever made. No one can deny that. No one can deny that. People say, Call of Duty is the best shooter ever made. Or Battlefield is the best shooter ever made. No. You cannot trump GoldenEye. It's nearly impossible. Many shooters have tried, but failed. Many shooters have tried, but failed. What makes this game such a spectacle? The multiplayer. And the campaign. And just the idea of adding stealth in this game is amazing. I never played the N64 version, so I can't really say how it compares to that, because I've never played the N64 version. And from what I hear, it's not better, but it's still a great GoldenEye game. I mean, it's great that they brought GoldenEye back to its roots. It really did. It really is cool. Let me check the time I got here.